time for shop talk, and yeah, you know the deal. Chillin' with the SmokeFellas, and yeah, we keep it real. Lucky Lefty, Ben, and KDL. Sit down for lady talk with Smoke and Joe as well. Sit down and watch the shop talk. Sit down and come to shop talk. Go ahead, puff the cigars. If you ain't ready for us, come enjoy the shop talk.
Yo, what's up? This is your boy, Mr. Smokefella, man, and we are back on SportsZone Chicago with Humidor Sports Podcast, man. We are here to run down this train of sports. We got NBA, we got NFL, we got MLB, and we got some other things for you. So I'm going to introduce you to our panel today. I got my man always in it. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Ain't that right, Lefty? Let's go. What's up, man?
Those are facts. It's definitely 5 o'clock somewhere. This your boy Damani, aka Lucky Lefty. Ready to put it down, man. Let's get it started.
All right, my other usual standby man, KDL, has left the virtual bubble to handle some business. So he's not here, man. In his place, we got the ever so humble Sly Dog. What's going on, my man?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? It's good to be back. I've been out for a few weeks, so you know how it's gonna be. I'm finna light y'all up.
The living legend.
Hey,
yes, sir.
Sly Dog has been gone for a while. Seems like he was in China because he Beijinged up today.
Damn. He still got the Lovey Smith going on.
Hey, but he got that Beijing headline, baby. Let's go. All right, we got two guests with us this week, man. And we're going to start off with my man, PG69, Pat Gould.
What up, good people? I'm back in the house, and I want to just say something to follow what you said, Ben. Sylvester's beer is looking delicious. That was lovely.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And we also got the prettiest smoke fella in the world, man. My man, TB1. What's up, Tony Barber? What you at, TB, man?
Obviously nothing.
He had him from us, man. TB will be back, man. He went dark on us, man.
TB that went underground.
So, man, right now, man, I'm gonna let y'all know that I am smoking on my boy Hula Malone's Big Kahuna today. That's what I'm going smoking in, and I'm no coffee today. I got that Scotch whiskey going right now, so we about to get it in. Lefty, what you smoking on today?
Already, huh? I'm smoking this GTO painkiller today, man. It's a great smoke.
That's slapstick there, baby.
Get these at Ruckin Cigars.
Is
check them out. Go check them out.
Painkiller for your back?
Oh, it's already, huh?
Hey.
Already.
Hey.
Oh, I got one for you.
Quick.
I'm waiting. I'm gonna get you.
Shots fired, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Well, as usual, because my boy KDL is going to get his chicken wings since he ain't on the show. Hey, I got the lunatic. My boy KDL, the lunatic, baby.
Whoa.
He going to get the wings from the strip club?
He left the virtual buddy bubble.
He left a bubble for a 6-piece with mild sauce. Huh?
Oh, man.
Hey, what you got, man?
Man, I got that new Damani, bro. Went over to LB spot, picked it up. It's a nice stick. Yeah. Might well go ahead. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Somewhere, baby.
Man. So
Somewhere,
we all getting our drink on early in the morning, man.
It ain't hot today.
Sir. Nice outside.
Right. Nice out today.
Slide what you got in that cup, man.
Casamigos, my favorite.
Uh-oh. I'm drinking beer. Y'all going hard already.
Hey, I also got
I'm
drinking Yard House beer that I brought home from the Nap.
You still got something left?
You double fisting?
I'm double fisting, baby. At noon. It's
Must
like
have
you always say, Lefty.
In a rough week.
Yeah, I did. I had a rough week, man, and it's 5 o'clock somewhere, baby. So let's
baby.
go ahead and get it on, man. So we in our smoke and ash as usual. If you agree with something, you gonna smoke. If you think it's some BS, you gonna ash it. So here in our very own state of Illinois high school sports on the upcoming season, they have their proposal is to start fall sports in spring, kind of like when we talked about California. So that means football, soccer, girls volleyball, all are getting pushed back to the spring. You smoking to it, Lefty, or you ashing? Because remember, this will be the second year in a row that some of these seniors get hit. Because remember, last year they had the strike.
Exactly. So, and because of that, I'm gonna smoke to it.
You're gonna smoke to it. So
I'm definitely gonna smoke to it. Like I said last week, even with California, I'd rather the season start late than have to stop in the middle of the season because of an outbreak. So I'd rather get pushed back and start late so they can get a full season in, other than, than having a, what I mean, just like had to do an NBA shut it down, then they probably never get the chance again. Like I said, the seniors got messed over last year because of the strike. So no, push it back. I'm all for it. Good move.
All right. I want to send a shout out there to my man Willie Groves, Big Joe down in Florida.
Wrong.
DJ Gandy, D-Baby.
DJ Spaghetti.
Maya, all y'all that's out there watching, man, welcome to the show. Let's get on this ride. PG, man, you smoking to it or you ashing?
I'm just like Damani. I'm smoking. And I'm with Damani. It's really unfortunate last year that they had to do it because of the teacher strike, with them not getting paid and stuff. That's hurt. And being a player, you know what I'm saying, in your senior year, you finna show out. You trying to get these college coaches come check you out and everything. But at the same time, being a parent, I'd rather see my kid miss this season and go out there and eventually get sick or something like that. So I have to smoke to it. Go ahead and cancel it. Let it roll, high roll.
Oh, my man. There go the prettiest Smokefella. What's up, man?
Hey, first of all, can you hear me?
We hear you loud and clear, baby.
All right. I missed my introduction, so
roll it back, Ben. Rewind it.
This is TB, aka Mr. Fine, aka they still calling him handsome, aka girl. Can you believe he's still fine? Go ahead.
Slide,
man.
Get your boy.
my man. Boy, TV. We talking about Illinois sports, man. They are pushing back the fall sports to spring of 2021. That's including football, soccer, girls volleyball. They pushing them all back. So we are in our smoke and ash segment. So either you gonna smoke to it or you gonna ash it. Do you think, because this is the second year in a row that seniors would be affected by something in sports? Because last year they had the teacher strike, so it affected them. It hit them hard, some of those seniors. So now the seniors get a chance if they get pushed back. So you gonna smoke to this one or you gonna ash it?
I'm gonna smoke to it. They need to kill all sports for 2020. It's getting out of hand right now. With this corona thing, professional athletes are different than collegiate. Collegiate, they're not professional, so they can't make their own choices. But I think you should just get rid of all sports. No sports at all this year. And that even includes professional sports.
Some strong statements, TB. Slide
I'm
off.
a strong man.
Well, look, yeah, I'm going to go in unison with everybody else. I absolutely, truly agree. I feel sorry for the seniors, man. I really do. But to be honest with you, I don't want them to get sick. Now, y'all also got to understand that the colleges now going to have to get pushed back. So it really ain't going to affect them too much. Right. But, man, I don't want them getting sick. We go later on in the show, we'll talk about Miami Marlins. So, hey, look, push them back. Let's try to figure this out. They talking about a vaccine later on this year. Let's start over next year. Get rid of 2020.
TB, I see you got a lunatic on deck right there.
Yeah, but y'all, you 5-4 know the house rules over here, so I'm just faking the funk.
You'll be on the patio.
TB, I'm smoking the lunatic right now for you, baby.
I didn't get on the patio because I didn't want the cars going by disrupting everything.
Gotcha.
And then people think I live in the city, and I never want that to be.
Well, you should have been able to bend the rule for this day, TV.
Wow. I got my granddaughter Kenzie butt upstairs, so and she trying to get down here to me, so I feel like I'm gone.
That's my girl.
You gotta play like you're gone.
Right.
Yeah.
He playing dead. That's cool.
Right.
So, hey, I want to know if you guys understand, because this next topic, I call it behind the curtains. Mm-hmm. I call it behind the curtains because it's team ownership and stock. Do you know there are several players that have stock in various sports teams around the world? Like, for instance, Sly, your man, LBJ. He got stock and ownership in Liverpool soccer team.
He does.
You got Venus and Serena with the Dolphins.
Yep.
Just recently, you got Pat Mahomes and the Kansas City Royals. Mm-hmm. You got Russell and Sierra are part owners of the Seattle Sounders MLS soccer team.
Yep.
You got Kevin Durant. He got a soccer team up in Philly. And your man Harden, he got the Houston Dynamo down in Houston. Man. What
did the Houston Dynamo do?
Right. It's not like
they soccer, man.
Hey, they like the fire, man.
Oh my God.
So are you guys smoking to these extra avenues for future financial growth for these players, or you ashing it? They got too many avenues, man, and just stay focused on the game for right now. Sly Dog.
Hey man, look here. I'm smoking to it, but to a certain level because they got small percentages. I guess you got to start somewhere. So I'm not mad at them. Also, Serena, I think she's trying to do something in Seattle too, with a soccer team over there. So, hey, look, man, I ain't mad at them, man. You never have enough money. So, hey, even if it's 2%, you make a little bit off of them. I'm okay with that, man. It's better than going to get chicken wings
from a strip club.
Right.
TB, man. TB, what you got, man?
First of all, Magic City got the baddest women, and they got good wings. So back to that, I'm smoking to it without a doubt. Ain't nothing wrong with making money, getting yourself prepared for after retirement. We all know in sports, it's just one bad turn or one bad hit, and it's all over. So, hey, prepare yourself, get it right. So I'm smoking to that 100%.
All right. Lucky Lefty.
I'm definitely smoking to that, man. You got to, these athletes now becoming, businessmen and businesswomen. Unlike the athletes in the past, the blueprint's been laid out, so they out here getting their money, man. Just I agree 100% what TB said. Like one hit, one wrong twist from being your career being done. So now get your money.
He should agree with you, right, TB?
That's Getty Jr. Whatever. I agree.
Even though it's not a good look. Even though it's not a good look to agree with TB, but
Yeah.
Getty Jr. Start every sentence with "I agree with."
PG69, talk to him, man.
Hey, I'm gonna say it's a good look, so I'm gonna smoke to it. First of all, if we know through the history of sports, a lot of sports teams and franchises have been owned by older white rich men and stuff like that. So to see our younger black athletes start purchasing and trying to buy into these sports teams, I think is a hell of a good look.
I must agree with you all on this, man. I'm gonna smoke to this one too because
and people don't realize there's a lot of money in that soccer.
Absolutely.
They get money.
They get money overseas.
Money in that soccer, man.
fellas, before we go, I remember I was listening to AM 1000. One dude bought back when Ransdorf bought the Bulls. Ransdorf said, "I'm selling 1% of the team." At that time, it was like 98,000. 1% 9 is like 30 million. So guess what?
Whoa.
Their percentages add up.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Absolutely.
As the team value grow, so do your money.
Dude,
Mm-hmm.
back then it was 98,000 and it's
That was
30
like 30
million
million
now.
now. Yeah.
Man.
Yep.
That's a life-changing event.
Somebody
Right.
secured the bag a long time ago.
There it is.
That's a life-changing event.
Yeah.
For real.
So we just talked about KDL. He left the virtual bubble. So he went down there with Lou Will. So we're gonna talk about Lou Will, man. Wings it is. So Lou Will
Let's go.
is placed
And
on
Magic City.
10-day quarantine and missing 2 games because he got caught on camera with the rapper Jack Harlow, man. Jack Harlow took the picture of them, posted it, and then came back and said, "Oh no, that's an old picture. I'm reminiscing about my boy." But the fool didn't understand that he had on a bubble mask that they only got in the bubble. Come on, man.
Exactly.
Now, Lefty, what's your thoughts on this, man?
Why
You
you start
smoking
with
and
me,
you
man?
asking this, man.
I got to hear what Damani got to say.
Why you start with me, man? So, man, this may be the dumbest story ever in sports. Like Lou Will should be embarrassed, man. And then I know some people don't like Kendrick Perkins, but he made a good point. If it was one of them little young boys, little 21, 22, Lou Will is a vet. Man, come on, man. Magic City, man. I mean, and you talking about a team that's contending. And the thing with the Clippers, if they end up losing these first 2 games, they may drop out that 2 seed. He's a big part of their rotation, man. So it was definitely irresponsible. Any criticism he get, he should just take it. Him and his little bad curl that he rocked, just take that criticism and go on about his business, man. He shouldn't be mad at nobody.
Listen, I put this story up with, remember Plexico Burrs when he shot himself?
It's
This right here is right there. TB,
right
what's
there.
up, man? What you got, TB?
Well, again, it is a bad look to agree with Damani. But come on, let's keep it 100. Ain't nobody going to Magic City for no effing wing. I'm sure they could.
He went for a 6-piece with mild sauce and a thigh.
Right. Second, now why I don't think it'll hurt the Clippers, because really there is no home court advantage now. So, you can wind up playing a team you don't really want to play, but I think the Clippers match up with anybody. So as far as that, I don't think they'll hurt them. Yeah, but it's a bad look. It's a bad move. And honestly, you can't be mad at the man. Everybody been inside been in the house, stuck. So you're about to make some dumb decisions, and you got millions of dollars too.
Right.
I got $10 to make dumb decisions.
Hey, my man Gandhi said Lou had to go to the club because Mercedes from P Valley was performing.
Woo.
Oh, wow.
But then I would understand.
Mercedes is okay, but they're red bone. and Miss M.I. crooked letter I.
Shout out to
make that check payable for that plug we just gave y'all. Make that check payable.
Right.
So, SmokeFellas Inc. for that plug we just gave y'all.
And we don't leave. Our fellow SmokeFellas Sylvester said, shout out to Uncle Clifford. He be rocking all them outfits.
Hey, PG, man, you smoking that or you ashing it?
I was smoking it, man. You know that was the dumbest move of it. I put that right up there with the goofy Rudy Gobert when he first found out he had COVID rubbing all over the mics and stuff like that. It was stupid, man. Really, really irresponsible and immature of, like y'all said, a veteran, Lou Williams. He should have known better, man.
Slide out.
Hey, look here, fellas. He was going to get a chicken wing, but it wasn't no digestible food. I mean, let's be honest.
He was going to get breast and thighs.
He was looking for some chicken wings. Right. He wanted to fold her up like one. But anyway, hey, look, man. Lou Williams, man, got to do better. He the number 1 6 man in the league. I wanted my Lakers to win, but if they had Lou, they would have lost.
Yeah, they would have.
I mean, Lou, we got to do better, young fella, man. I understand you wanted the chicken wing, but hey, you could have waited till later on, man. You could have had it folded up any way you wanted. But hey, he didn't chose to do that. He chose to then when he finally realized where he was at, then he said, "Can y'all order me some chicken to go?"
Right.
Hey,
fried hard, lemon pepper.
Fried
hard, lemon pepper, baby.
Right.
And he found out he
Williams,
couldn't get them wings delivered. He went to get them.
Lou Williams, we need to stop, man. Come on, man.
So we talking about Lou's now. So I just want to say, RIP to University of Illinois' very own Lou Henson at the age of 88. He coached the team from 75 to 96. Rest in peace, man. He was able to secure a lot of talent from Chicago, man. He had Marcus Liberty, Ken Norman, Kendall Gill out there from Chicago Heights out there with you.
Nick Bardo.
He had a squad.
Nick Anderson, Larry Smith, Deion Thomas. He had one of our finest, Jerry G. Kendrick Nunn. That's those players all went through Illinois, man. But I got a question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Illinois' 1989 Flying Illini, they was 31-5. Mm-hmm. Who was better? The 2005 that was 37-2, or that 89 Illini? Now
this can't be a serious question, though, right?
No, that's
a real question. Now,
keep in mind. That's a question I wrote myself.
I will give it up to Sly. We talked about this, so I wanted to put this out there. So 89 had Steve Bardo, Kendall Gill, Marcus Liberty, Kenny Battle, and Lowell Hamilton. Mm-hmm. 2005 had Darren Williams, D. Brown, Luke the Head, James Augustine, and Myers Leonard. Which is the better team? And I'm going to go to you, Pat, since you got out there first. Who was the better team in your eye?
Man, they both was great team, but I'm still gonna ride the wheels on the 89 team, brother. You can't dispute that. You had Kendall Gill, you had Kenny Battle, and then you have Steve Bardo. Steve Bardo was killing the league, was killing back then. He couldn't be stopped.
I ain't gonna say that.
What?
All
TB?
right.
Okay,
let's go, TB. What you got? Who you got?
Well, I'm agree with Pat on that team, but that Darren Williams team is not even second. That team with all them Peoria boys was second. All right, you forget about them. Frank Smith or whatever his name was, that point guard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that team was good.
Yeah, it was.
I think they went to the finals, didn't they?
No, they didn't.
No, they did not.
They went
to the Final Four though.
Okay, that team was good, man. I think that was the second best team.
Man, y'all crazy.
Okay.
Sly Dog, who you got?
Man, let's come
05 or
come
89?
On, man. I'm going with 05 all day, bro.
They made it
to the championship and lost. Man, you can never put nobody. Man, the 89 team lost to their rival after they beat them 2 or 3 times. You lose to Michigan. Come on, dude. That 05 team went to the championship. Stop it. And should have beat Louisville. I need to quit, man. Come on, man.
Wait a minute, Sly. You talking like that Michigan team with some bums, though.
They beat them all season.
But it's hard to beat a team 3 times.
That wasn't no trash. They sent about 3 or 4 to the league.
I could care less about Rice or Ramil Robinson. They should have. That Illinois team should have beat them. They didn't.
Terry Mills,
the old guy. That
team. I think they sent their starting lineup in the first round.
Yeah,
man, that 2005 Illinois team was off the chain, bro.
It was.
Y'all don't know how good they was, man.
What's up, Lefty?
Only 2 of them had long careers.
Exactly. I was getting ready to say.
Exactly. And I mean, just going off size-wise. Right, and size-wise, that 05 team was small.
Size-wise, it was no competition.
Right, that team was small, man. What Darren Williams was the tallest one, and he was the point guard. D. Brian Luther
Right.
Head was like 6'1", 6'2",
Right.
if that. So no, and then what's the big name in the 05 team?
James
Myers
Augustine
and
Myers Leonard.
Myers
Leonard jumping out the gym.
Yeah, man.
Portland.
I mean, if you just taking the rosters and put them up against each other, you got to go 89, man. I'm not even doing that on no age bias. Not on no age bias, nothing, man.
No.
But that team and that 89 team, that Michigan team was the only team that could beat Illinois. Trust me.
Well, it wasn't good to play a team 3 times.
Right. Had to play them 3 times. Yep.
So I gotta go with the 89 squad, man. Flying the line out. That team was dope, man. They had in every position they were stacked, man, and they was tough. And that's the hardest thing to do is to beat a team 3 times and from your conference, so they know how you play and they make adjustments. It's hard, and one of y'all said it. That was the only team that could really mess with Illinois that
Michigan. Yeah.
I think they sent maybe 5 to 6 players in the league to the league.
Yeah.
Sean Higgins was a first one off the bench, but I think he went in the first round.
Yep, he did. Yeah. That Michigan team was strong.
Yeah,
they were stacked.
That Michigan team was strong.
They were stacked.
Another thing about Lou Henson. Lou Henson was probably the last person to get a lot of Chicago boy out of Chicago.
That's what I said. He had a strong tie in there.
Yeah.
And remember, his assistant was his number one assistant was Jimmy Collins.
That's who had the tie to the city. It was Jimmy Collins.
Well, you know,
he was on Lou Henson's staff, so that was a good move by Lou Henson.
Right.
Yeah.
And remember, it all went to hell when they didn't give him the job.
Right. He went to UIC.
Yeah. And they boycotted Illinois for some years.
They still haven't. They still really haven't recovered. They get a good program in there every now and then. That was Bill Self team 80 and 05, right?
Yeah, Bill Self was a hell of a
Bill Self team. Yeah,
he was a hell of a recruiter. And because he had that name, you know.
Yeah.
So, he put in work. But since we're talking about recovery right now, Illinois never recovered. Check mark. Will Mark Jackson ever see an NBA sideline again? Knicks passed on him with no interview. Does he have the Craig Hodges effect from a coaching aspect? You smoking to it or you ashing it? I'll go with you, Sly Dog.
Yeah, I hate to say it. I'm a smoke to it. His coaching career is over with. You know, they didn't blackball him. You know, but nobody gets on the NBA for doing their blackballing. We always want to fight the NFL, but the NBA dirty too, though. You know, and Mark Jackson's a good coach, an arrogant one, but a good coach. And no way that hometown boy should have got disrespected by the Knicks like that. Oh, I take it back. They owners absolutely nuts. So
yes, he is.
Hey, the man took Oakley out of handcuffs. So did I expect better? No.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. You gotta take Oak out of handcuffs, man. If he trying to come at you, you see how big Oak is, man. So you can't blame the man for that one. That's the one smart move he ever did in his career.
Well, he made Spike Lee, who been buying $1 million tickets, to use the back door elevator like it's the 60s. Okay.
Whoa. I mean, I give you that. I give you that, man. But I would put Oak in handcuffs too if he was trying to choke me out.
Hey man, you need to stop, man. You know that dude is crazy, man. But I thought Leon was gonna come there and try to defuse all that. But of course, he don't have no power. You know, the man still got the power. So I think nobody's gonna hire Mark Jackson, man. If it do, it'll be a young team again, no veteran teams. So I mean, I feel sorry for him, but no, I don't think he'll be coaching again.
Lefty, what you got, man? Smoking or asking?
If he hasn't been picked up by now, this actually in the Knicks. This isn't their first time passing on him. I think they didn't have like 3 or 4 other coaches while Mark Jackson been out there. So it's no way. At this point, there's no way he's going back to a sideline. The NBA, the one thing they good at is blackballing folks and keeping it low key.
Yep.
Like they do it real low key. Mahmoud Raoul, whatever how you say his name, Chris Jackson.
Chris Jackson.
How they played him. Craig Hodges. You know, Mark Jackson. And so but they know how to somehow they good with the media, keeping it real low key how they blackball people. But Mark Jackson clearly been blackballed.
And you know, actuality, I have just started reading The Long Shot, the book on Craig Hodges, man, and I'm in the first chapter. He gets in deep, man, and he is not afraid to throw some shots. I'm in the first chapter, and
he ain't got nothing to lose now.
He threw shots at Mike.
He
The
just
NBA,
mad because R. Kelly was with his ex-old lady. But go ahead and finish.
Damn.
You mean his daughter?
Sly?
You mean his daughter?
It was his wife.
Oh,
I was listening to it.
Ain't think like
But go ahead. But go ahead.
Wow.
Lefty just took a shot of arm.
Yeah.
You heard that, right?
PG. What's up, man? We ain't gonna let Lefty get started. He gonna get started in a minute, but
one more beer and it's on.
I have to agree with the fellas, man. He been blackballed. I was hoping that maybe he would get a chance. I was hoping maybe somebody grab him as an assistant, let him work his way back into it. But I'm with the fellas, man. They didn't blackball him, man. Everything that happened in Golden State, it's done. He might well be the best analyst he could be now.
TB, you look like you got something to say, man. I'm waiting to hear what you got to comment on this one, man.
Well, I mean, I agree he's been blackballed. I don't think he'll see it unless he get a new owner somewhere that buy a team and they give him a whole lot of rookies. But, you know, sometimes, man, you got to shut your damn mouth.
Humble yourself.
You just not.
I knew you was going to come with the real.
You're not bigger than the owner. All right. You're not a player. Only players can do that. LeBron James can do that. Whoa. All right. Whoa. If you don't like it, trade me.
Whoa.
You can trade me. All right? But coaches cannot do that because nobody is there to see you. Nobody's there to see. Ain't nobody bought a ticket said, I can't wait to see Mark Jackson coach.
Those are facts.
True. So shut your damn mouth, do your job, keep your opinion and your beliefs to yourself, and do the job and go your ass home. Excuse my language, but go home.
But I think as usual, TB, you more on like Uncle Ben's side. Mark Jackson wasn't bothering nobody by doing what he was doing. Okay, he was having church when he was off. Okay, so you don't do that to him.
Did he say something about homosexuality
but he didn't do it. He didn't speak that to no reporters.
Wait a minute.
That was his own church service.
Did he deny it?
He did. He was on his own church service.
Okay, so wait a minute. And your spotlight and in your position, and you know your owner has a gay son. Should that come out your mouth?
It was at his church service.
I understand that, Sly. If you just wait a minute. No matter where you are and what you do, you are representing where you work, your family, and everything else.
Well, that's true.
So
that was a fact.
Well, so when he can't do that. You can't do it.
He should be able to do it. He wasn't at the job. He wasn't at work. See, that's the problem with
President Trump will be at a golf event and talk negative about blacks. Is that it? Or are we gonna ring him for that?
He do it all the time. Like Joey B said out of Florida, man, you got to remember who signs the checks.
Exactly.
And I agree with you, Sly. We should be able to do it, but at the same time, they tell you all the time in corporate America, you are a reflection of this job. What you do on the outside reflects us. And at any time you do something that reflects on us bad, we can get rid of you. That's why we get rid of you.
But let me ask y'all this though. Do y'all think do you think he deserves to be blackballed for it? Though?
No, he does
not. I don't think it's not a blackball offense.
No.
If he just said it to a reporter or something like that, then I could see them maybe trying to blackball him. But you know, I mean, even though he can't do it, he did do it. You know, like I guess off the record. But I mean, to get blackballed for that is ridiculous, though.
I mean, but again.
And as far as Craig Hodges, nobody cares about what Craig Hodges has to say. Wait a minute.
Wow.
Is a dope for you. Ain't nobody paying no attention to him.
Oh, wow, Tony.
You called him in.
That's strong.
TB is bringing it today. TB bringing it today.
Was he banning out of Chicago Heights?
No. Part 4. But no, all jokes aside, he is. I have much respect for the man, but you can't put down Michael Jordan, the leader of the team, the leader of the league.
That's what it is now.
You can't do it.
Okay.
You can't do it.
Well, you know how I feel about Michael Jordan.
Right.
And
I
you
can
like
tell by
Craig
your
Hodges.
closet how you feel.
We don't care. We don't care about your comments either.
Hey,
I
look
can
How
here.
tell
about that?
by his shoe closet how much he love him.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, facts. Facts, Tony.
So we gonna keep the train moving, man. Let's talk about Major League Baseball right now.
Yeah, please do.
Major League Baseball clearly did not have the proper plan in place.
No.
8 days into the season, man, you got bad fish. Florida Marlins.
Damn, bad fish.
Hey,
14 players
Come
test
on,
positive
man.
for C19, dog.
I
They
like
got to
that.
suspend games.
I like
That's
that.
bad fish,
man.
man.
Hey, you
That's
got
bad
sick,
fish.
you got sick
That's-
birds too right now.
Right. Now
Oh,
you
yeah,
got
that's
sick
true. I
birds,
like that.
the Cardinals, the Brewers. Man, you know what? Remember, MLB were going to do a similar thing in the bubble in Florida,
Mm-hmm.
but they opted out. They
Mhm.
opted out because the NBA put up a lot of money to create this bubble and all of that, have everything in place, and Major League didn't want to do that. Since it was only going to be a 60 game, they didn't want to spend all that money. Now look at you. So,
Terrible.
TB, I'm gonna come to you first, man. What's your thoughts on this bad fish that's out there?
All right, first of all, let me lead this conversation off by saying the Cubs are in first place
Whoa.
and the White Sox. Go
Wow.
Cubs.
Wow.
Major League Baseball did get it wrong. I thought they should have required everybody to wear masks in the dugout. They didn't. They made it by choice. Honestly, though, I mean, they not right nor wrong. I mean, it's hard to do this, man. You know, to keep these guys from not getting it. If one person get it or a staff member get it, they should have just canceled the season, like I said about 4 shows ago. No baseball. They shouldn't have basketball.
Well,
I disagree with you on that one, TB.
Go ahead, PG. Let's go.
You went to public school.
said the
you
man
went
with the Dunbar?
Hey, you from Chicago Heights. What's the difference?
I went to Holy Angels.
You a liar.
No,
I
he
ain't
did.
lying.
He did.
Hey, so the reason I disagree, I think basketball has did it the right way. They got everybody confined and inside this bubble. With baseball, they're traveling back and forth from city to city. Instead of them doing it, how many domes do they have? Do they have domes where they could have secluded all the games to these certain arenas where they didn't have to travel back and forth? Yes, but they chose not to do it because they didn't want to pay that money, as being said, which is crazy. So now you see what's going to happen. The season is about to get canceled. All it's going to take is about another 4 or 5 people. They can finish shut the season down for baseball.
Mhm.
Lefty,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts, man?
Well, it's not really surprising, but I thought the players the one that turned down the whole bubble thing.
They did.
Wasn't it? It was kind of the players, right? So I mean, it was all a gamble either way. Even basketball, it's a gamble. Even though they got this bubble up, but it just hurts my heart because I don't see the NFL making it. You know, with this, baseball's not even a contact sport, man. They catching it like 40 going north, and I predict I say within the next 2 weeks they're gonna cancel the whole season for Major League Baseball. So enjoy a couple of games you're getting right now because that's gonna be it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what though, fellas, man? I hate
Go,
to say
Sly.
it. I hate to agree with you, Damani, because that's the worst thing in the world. But
I thought
Wow.
we was friends today. I thought we was on the same team today.
no, never. I totally agree though, man. They gonna cancel it, man. The Marlins got 14. There's no telling how many the Cardinals got. Baseball, it's hard to contain it, man, when you're still trying to play in other cities, man.
Right.
And them guys not under any type of restrictions. You know. So baseball should have never started, man. And you right, Damani, even though I hate to agree with you again, Getty. Football is gonna be the same way. You know, football's not gonna be able to play neither.
I'm locked and loaded. Slide. Just so you know.
Football not gonna be able to play again neither. So again, Getty, you are absolutely correct.
I'm locked and loaded, Sly.
My man.
We got another hour 20 minutes. No.
Right.
We got an hour 20 minutes.
So with baseball and football, it's so many people, players That's players alone to put inside a bubble. It's a lot of different, and then you got, equipment people for football. It's gonna be real
hard
for football but they got enough time to make some changes and implement some rules and all that stuff. Because if you're watching baseball, man, it's crazy. So let's talk about the Dodgers and the Astros.
Oh man, this is classic.
Oh yes, sir.
All right, the Dodgers was pitching at the heads of Astro players. The bench is clear. Now, pitcher Joe Kelly.
Oh man,
he is hit with an 8-game suspension for taunting and erratic pitching. Have you ever heard somebody get suspended for erratic pitching, man? Is this too harsh? Or are they trying to make an example?
Absolutely.
Let's go, Slot.
Absolutely, it's too hard. The boys cheated. MLB knew they was going to be headhunting for him. So what you do, MLB, you want to set a precedent and suspend the man for something I never heard of. Erratic pitching. Well, Kerry Woods should have been suspended years ago. Let's stop. Erratic pitching. You knew everybody was going to come for him, man. They knew people was going to come for him. Then you got my poor manager, Dusty Baker, who's one of the most failed coaches in baseball history.
Oh, my God.
Of course, when he was with the Cubs and Bartman caught the ball. But anyway,
wow.
Come on, man.
That's your second jab at the Cubs, Slide.
It's just absolutely terrible. Dusty Baker's a terrible coach, as he showed with the Bears, and he had the best player in the Giants. And anyway, still, and then you go, Dusty, get on camera. He started crying. Well, Joe Kelly started it. He the one who started it. So then Major League Baseball said, okay, I'm going to go and suspend him 8 games. That was bogus. That was wrong. Joe Kelly should have hit him upside his head, and that should have been it.
He should have hit Dusty Baker?
Well, of course. But, hey, man, what can I say?
Harsh, man.
Hey, we got about 2 minutes before we go to break, man. Lefty, let me hear what you got to say about this, man. And when we come back from break, man, we'll let TB go in, because I know you waiting with something.
First of all, that was the best social distance fight I've ever seen in my life. How you fight social distance? It was ridiculous. But the 8-game thing is harsh. They did make an example out of dude, because they knew people gonna be coming at the Astros.
Absolutely.
But and you talking to someone, I'm not a fan of that throwing at the head stuff. No way though. I'm just not a fan of it. If you ever been hit with a baseball, it don't feel good. And to throw at someone's head, even though it didn't look like he was trying to hit him, like he wasn't too close to his head. He threw like behind him and just threw it up real high. But no, it's too harsh. 8 games is way too harsh, man. Erratic pitching.
Erratic pitching, man. When I saw that, man, I said,
erratic pitching.
Crazy.
Wow.
Pat, what's your thoughts on this, man?
I had to agree with the fellas, man. That was excessive, man. When he first started doing, I was like, damn, dude ain't got no control over his pitch. Then I realized what he was doing. I was like, oh, okay, he tried to send the message. But then the ton, man, come on, man. Him and Correa both talking crazy each other back and forth. So how you gonna hit him with 8 games for taunting and erratic pitching? But then Correa going back to your dugout. Come on, man. That's bogus, man.
Social distance fight, baby. Social distance fight.
That's bogus. Correa don't want none. Correa.
And usually when the bench is clear, they running out there.
Right.
They pimped on out there, man.
Slow.
Put their mask on like, bro, you can't do this.
So, hey, man, we about to go to a break, man. And when we come back, we going to let TB go in, because I know he going at my man Sly Dog. So, come on.
Watch your mouth about my Cubs.
Let's go to break, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, man. We are
No,
back. We back, man. So where we left off was TB had some choice words for Fly Dog. So let's go, TB.
Well, between the break, I had a chance to calm down. So he not know what he said. That's all I said. But they already warned them guys. The guy's first 4 or 5 pitches was like behind him at his head. So that's why he got the 8-game suspension. Let's keep it real. It wasn't because of 1 or 2 pitches. He threw 4 or 5 crazy pitches. Then he stuck his tongue out at the team. He was taunting. So now they had to make an example out of him. And let the record show the White Sox haven't had a winning record in 5 years. Sleep on that.
Wow. I mean, so we just gonna go back and forth about this White Sox and Cub thing all day long.
And right now, there's no comparison. The Cubs have been in the playoffs, the last 5 to 6 years? Won the World Series too. So right now, I mean, I can boast.
Okay.
To the end of the year.
Right.
You just said we're not gonna have an end of the year.
Until 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
Okay, well, we'll see.
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So
We
in 2
only
weeks.
lost 2 games, so
It's the race for the 2 weeks, 2 week champion, baby.
Right.
The race for the 2 week champion.
So man, we about to move into the NFL. So
go Bears.
News and notes. Joey Bosa, defensive end for the Chargers. 5-year, $135 million extension. My man he had 11.5 sacks in 2019. Lefty, what's your thoughts on it, man?
Man, the man deserved it. He played a prime position. He rushed the pass. He do his thing. I am concerned with his health, though. He has been hurt a lot. To be such a young player. That would be my only concern. How much of is guaranteed?
I'm not sure.
102.
102. Oh.
Good Lord.
Salute to his agent. He got a hell of an agent. That was a great deal. So, hey, man, I'm for anybody getting their bread, man. Get your money.
He got that bag. So defensive man, he went and got that bag.
102 guaranteed?
102 guaranteed. Slide, what you got, man?
Well, he got 102 guaranteed, which was great. First of all, shout out to Ohio State University, which is always going to be better in Oklahoma. But hey, shout out to Ohio State. Get your money, young fella.
Yeah.
Y'all are the best college team ever. But you know what? I ain't mad at him. I think Khalil Mack got 90. Myles Garrett hit somebody upside the head and got 100. So hey, if I could hit you upside the head being right now for $100 million, I would. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure
you would. Upside the head for $9.
Right.
For $9, I can't even get an even 10.
Not even 10.
Can't give even 10.
Right. Myles Garrett got $100 million and hit somebody upside the head
with a helmet.
So Joey Bosa got 102. I ain't mad at him. Get paid. But guess what? Even to today, Kirk Cousins' agent, $88 million, Garrett fully guaranteed on top of the other $30 million for 3 years.
Dang.
My man, Chicago's on.
TB, what's up, man? I know you want to get in because as soon as he said Ohio State, you turned your hat back around. Let's go.
Hey, all I can say is they could put the Boomer Sooner flag right in the middle of the O, baby. That's all I got to say. Last time they played, fat blowout. OU over Ohio State. Jail University.
Wow.
Now,
Damn.
Hey, man, congratulations. I disagree with Damani. You don't deserve that much, but they gave it to you. Shout out to your agent. Shout out to Jay Cutler agent.
Right.
Graham Williams agent for keeping him in the league as long as he was.
Jay Cutler going through a divorce right now, man.
Hey, man, shout out to him. Shout out to him, man, because, hey, man, shout out to him. That's all I can say. Man.
PG, what you got, man?
Hey, man. Again, like Damani said, congratulations to the young brother. He got a bag. He got a bag. But Hopefully that back stays around for him. Because
It don't matter.
He gonna get paid regardless.
He gonna get paid regardless.
Yeah, I don't think I would have broke the bank on him like that because he stays injury prone.
Yeah.
But hey, the market right now for players is ridiculous. So go ahead and get that money, young fella. So LaShawn Shady McCoy signs with the Bucks.
Jesus.
On a 1-year deal. I didn't see how much it was worth, but he signed a 1-year deal to go with that high-powered offense down in the Bucks. Now remember, he was just with the Chiefs, who inactivated him for the AFC chip and the Super Bowl.
Damn.
Oh, so he didn't get a ring?
No.
I don't know if he got a ring.
Yeah, you get a ring,
but
he just gonna play them.
He didn't sweat or get dirty. Put it like that.
Well,
so he got one by default.
Well, they had my cousin start running back, but neither here nor there. Hey, look here.
Allegedly.
But anyway, I mean, I got to shoot out to my family. Hey, you know what? Super Bowl champion. But look, Shady McCoy got the best agent. He got friends in the league. He's not gonna play with the Bucks. But hey, man, I ain't mad at him, fellas. Hey, as long as he keep getting paid, his contract is probably as much as worth Damani's back. So it's a little bit of nothing. So he got it.
Wow.
He's good to go.
That was a good one.
What luck you have to do with this, man?
Well, clearly your cousin played for the Chiefs, and you must have got a line when they was passing out the athletic gene.
Right.
Wow, man, it's a lot of shots being fired.
Your MCL washing dishes.
Sly is the number 2 contender in the CBC National Charity Boxing Championship behind Martin.
So, hey, but as far as that, so Shady McCoy, that story falls under so what? Shady ain't been good in a long time, man.
But you know why he fell out in KC, man? Because I forgot the game it was, but he fumbled the ball twice in the fourth quarter. Andy Reid was like, "No more, son."
Once again, so
have a seat next to me. Have a seat next to me. 2 games in the fourth quarter, you fumbled the ball, and those 2 games they lost.
And then Andy recruit him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Andy recruited him when he's at Philly.
He drafted him in Philly.
Yeah. PG, what's up?
Damani, say it again, folks.
So what?
I'm with Sly. He probably never even suit up, man. He probably see the practice field. I wouldn't be surprised if they cut him before the season even start.
Since we talking about so what's, we're gonna talk about notable trades last week. The Bears traded Adam Shaheen to the Dolphins.
So what?
So what? That's a new category on the show. The so what segment.
The so what segment. So now he was long overdue. They held him too long for him to be drafted in the 7th round. You know what I'm saying? Second round draft pick, man. Mm-hmm. And they got a 7th round draft pick for him.
I thought it was a 6th round, conditional 6.
No, 7th round draft pick. Yeah. It was long overdue for him.
He's been around.
And he fits perfectly in our so what segment.
Yes, definitely. He does.
Facts.
He been with us 4 years, right? 4 years, the man that had 26 receptions, 249 yards, and 4 TDs in 4 years. Who cares?
Good stats, Pat.
Good stats. Good stats.
Damn.
We don't need.
Damn, you broke it down.
Oh yeah, I had to make sure.
Sly could get that with his bionic knees.
Right.
Sly put them numbers up.
Yeah, and right. And his new veneers. Look at them. They nice. Look at them.
They look good with that beard, baby. Look at the beard, boy.
Hey, they bling off that black shirt, don't they?
Yeah, they look like they probably fresh off the water hose. She just rinsed them off.
Oh man.
Okay, so the Jets get Jamal Adams from the Seahawks, man.
Another way around.
Right.
My bad. The Seahawks get Jamal Adams from the Jets. So did they give up too much for this cat?
Yeah.
They gave up a lot for him, man. They gave up 21 and a 22 first round and a 22 third round draft pick, and that's all they got was safety Bradley McDougal, who I've never heard of.
Who? McDougal? Who?
Yeah. So it's like, come on, like Sly say, come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
TB, if you was on this in the front office, would you have took that deal?
No, not for a safety. Not for a safety. He's not gonna have an impact on the game like a Khalil Mack. Well, like the Bears gave up. So I mean, the kid is good. Don't get me wrong, he's good. But I could have found another safety. Yeah, I could have found it. I could have went and got Prince Michael Moore or whatever and made him a safety.
Huh?
Those are facts.
Yeah.
Facts. He's out
Before
there.
giving up 2 first round picks.
Too injury prone, TB.
First round picks.
And in my opinion, Seattle is not right there, one player away. They're not.
Right.
Now, San Francisco saying we'll give up 2 first round picks for them. I can see that because they right there. They right there.
Seattle's good, TB.
So were they just trying? Did they just like the Jets was just trying to dump them?
Right, but if you put Adams back there in that Frisco lineup defense with that front line and them linebackers,
that's a problem.
That's a problem.
That's a whole problem.
problem.
Well, let me tell you something. Seattle beat them in San Francisco last year, so don't be disrespectful, TB, because you get carried away.
But
You get carried away. You get carried away, TB, because you always living for the now.
That's what you live for.
So instead of for the future,
listen, in sports, if the Bears would have won the Super Bowl, nobody would have cared about them 2 first round picks. Nobody.
Well,
But because
TB.
wait a minute, but because they didn't, they always bring that up.
Hey, TB, you see in the notes who agree with you.
Gandy.
Gandy. Well, then, right there.
You've been talking about the man all show.
You've already lost.
If we are all San Francisco fans, they went to the Super Bowl last year and they made the same move without giving up nothing but 2 first round draft picks. Would you be happy or no?
Of course they would.
Right. So I mean, for a team like San Francisco, but Seattle, I just don't see it.
I think, from my opinion, man, Russell Wilson to me is a top 3 quarterback in the league.
I agree. But how old is Russell Wilson?
I give you that.
But the disrespect for Seattle is this. Seattle needed a safety, they did, because their defense was atrocious. They back end defense after the Legion of Boom got broke up. So I think, though, is that and Jamal Adams, you still got Russell Wilson there, who don't need no offensive line because obviously they ain't going to never get him one. Okay. They're a wide receiver away. Me and you agreed on that the other day, TB. They could get a they get a wide receiver, they'll be a lot better. Their run game ain't nowhere near what San Francisco is. So I agree with you that. San Francisco is still the prime of that division. You got no argument out of me.
Those are good comments, man. Anybody else got to make a comment on this one before we move on?
Yeah, that's a terrible trade. It's just value of the position. It's the value of the position. You only give up first rounders, like especially 2 first rounders, for a pass rusher, a left tackle, a quarterback. It may not even for a wide receiver. I think those are only 3 positions you give up that kind of bag for. It's not that Jamal Adams not a good player or nothing like that, but come on, man. I agree with TB again, even though it's such a terrible look to agree with him. No, they definitely should have focused more on that offensive line because I don't think Russell Wilson. I disagree with Sly. They more than a receiver away. They need that O-line to be a lot better.
You make some good points, man, as far as like the positions that you give up a lot for. It's the quarterback.
Who's Bragg McDougal?
I need to be.
Hey, man, we
had
still,
know.
Still nobody know, man. We still don't know who that dude is, man.
No.
We don't know.
When I Googled him, I couldn't find him.
Hey, Damani, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Seeing you in this screen, this is real talk. You would look like Bo.
Bo, son.
The new Bo, son?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But TP, he light skinned.
Right.
Hey, I don't know what. Maybe it's the black and yellow shirt he got on.
Dang.
Well, I can tell you right now, he got way more meat on his bones than Bobo.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
talking about just in the face.
And a worse back.
wow.
Y'all double team me now.
Hey, slide.
Triple team. Come be.
That would be backs, plural.
Yeah.
Whoa.
When he wearing white t-shirt, it look like the drive-in screen.
Dang.
I go on with the show.
So the opt-out effect, man.
Okay.
Several players throughout the NFL have opted out of the upcoming season. Some of the notable players is this your alleged cousin, Damian Williams from the Chiefs?
So what?
Alleged.
I mean,
my cousin said he don't want. My cousin said he don't want to play.
But we ain't seeing your family tree, so how do we really know that's
Right.
your cousin?
Right. You a George, he a Williams.
Yeah.
Right. So you got Devin Funchess, wide receiver for the Packers.
So
you got Eddie Goldman from the Bears. That's tough. You got Patrick. You got damn near. You got 10% of the Patriots' whole team. They got 14 players in the opted out.
They try to get the quarterback out of Clemson, but that's neither here nor there.
So
no, he right. Trying to get.
They trying to tank
Trevor Lawrence.
So I mean, man, this opt-out effect, man. How's that going to affect the NFL? Because now you got some major contributors to a lot of these teams that have decided I ain't going. I'm not playing. Lefty, what's up?
The only one I really care about is Eddie Goldman. Being a Bears fan. And even though, he doesn't put up the numbers like Hicks and Mack and those guys do, but he's one of the best nose tackles in the league. And sometimes the effect that the nose tackle has, you don't see on paper, sometimes not even on film, but a part of Hicks' success is playing with Eddie Goldman and nose tackle. So that's going to be big. Even though I like Jenkins, but he's no Eddie Goldman. So that's going to hurt. It ain't gonna kill the defense, but that's a big loss. That's a big loss.
Slide.
I don't know, man. I like Jenkins, man. Believe me, I like Goldman. But I mean, he wanted to opt out, man. You can't get mad at nobody for wanting to opt out because of these times. I'm not mad at him, but I'm gonna tell you this: Jenkins will replace him, and he'll be a good fit. The Patriots trying to tank. Don't forget about Marquise Goodwin, who just signed with the Eagles. He's gone. So I mean, and the Eagles need a wide receiver bad. Because of course the dude that got traded to Chicago went there from Chicago. He's hurt again. He hurt again. He hurt again as usual.
What's the injury this time?
Hangnail? It was some leg or hangnail. I done forgot.
Ingrown toenail.
Right. It's Tony's best wide receiver the Bears ever had. Let him tell it. But,
I never said that. I never said that.
The dude is terrible, man.
He got a side nerve, man.
But the thing is, I like he got a side nerve. Wow. But the thing is, though, being football got enough players to where it could come in and fill in, let some of them young players showcase. I'm cool with that.
So you saying them James Connors gonna come into play, man? Because
Absolutely.
when Le'Veon Bell decided to sit out, that's all you did was
Le'Veon Bell gonna sit out because he want to finish smoking. So,
Damn.
Damn.
But I'm just saying, I will agree with you on this, man. With the players sitting out, all it's doing is creating an opportunity for another young player or somebody that has been working hard to shine. Because James Conner, nobody saw him coming. Nobody saw him coming. They thought Bell was gone. Their running back situation was going to be shot. But he came in and he did his thing.
Remember what do they say in baseball? Ray Fosse. You sit out if you want to, you might never get it back.
Never get that feel back.
Right. Never get it back.
Your spot is gone.
What happened to them 83 Bears when they had the two boys that refused to play? And they never got their position.
Never got them back.
Never get them back.
And it's not
somebody out there hungry.
It's not going to really be a big effect though until, say, a big name quarterback opt out. As long as none of those like the superstars of the league. If it was Russell Wilson or a Mahomes type, like if they opt out, then
Russell just had another baby. His child support went up. He's playing.
Child support, he's still
That's his
married to
wife.
a woman.
That's
That's
his wife.
Well, we never know. Look at Cutler.
Wow. Wow.
Sierra ain't going nowhere. Sierra ain't going nowhere.
She ain't going nowhere.
Russell straight. He don't need that check.
Right. He got future child support check.
I mean,
Right.
I mean, even with them sitting out, they still getting a little stipend. They don't really need that money. But if they got those concerns, man, about health and stuff like that, you can't knock them. You know what I'm saying? It's real out here. They want to sit down, let them sit down. They ain't gonna get paid. They get paid a little bit. But
clearly those players that opted out, they're good money management because, like you said, some of them probably only playing because they need to check. You know, when was it Damian Lillard said that like 80%, 90% of players, they check the check? Can you imagine how many in the NFL? They probably live in check to check.
Well, that's because they
get way less money too.
Chicken wing slide.
Right. If they can stay their butt out the damn chicken wing joint over there at Magic City, they can keep some of their money.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm about to go on. Give me some stock in Magic City.
You should.
And
you probably can't get none now. Too late.
They stock us up.
Magic City, make the checkout for all these plugs to SmokeFellas Inc.
You could probably find Magic City on the DAC.
On what?
On NASDAQ.
On NASDAQ, right?
No, you ain't gonna find it. No.
They under an alias.
Right.
Magic City got an alias. Cockburn got an alias.
Whoa.
Come on, man. Don't
all of them Atlanta boys, huh?
We will be sending invoices out this week.
Right.
Cut them checks.
So last week we started talking about NFL conferences. We talked about the AFC East and we talked about the NFC East. This week we talking about the AFC North. AFC North, you got the Ravens who went 14-2. They got Lamar Jackson, Mark Ingram, Hollywood Brown, and Mark Andrews. I mean, they got a squad. They got a squad. So
sound like Oklahoma boys.
You got the Steelers.
That's because it is.
You got the Steelers. They went 8-8, but they got Big Ben coming back. James Conner back. Juju should rebound from that lackluster year he had last year. Then you got the Cleveland Browns that went 6-10. On paper, they got one hell of a team. Baker Mayfield, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, OBJ, Jay Land. Now they added Austin Hooper. Then you got the Bengals. They were 2-14. Can John Burrow mix Joe? Who cares?
Right.
Whoa.
Burrow, Mixon, Bernard, and AJ is back. Can they compete? So out of those teams, who do you think is going to win that conference? Who's going to be 1-2? Pat.
I'm gonna go between the Ravens and the Steelers. Big Ben coming back, it should bring Juju's game back up. Again, we already talked about the James Conner effect. Nobody's seen that coming from him. With Lamar and them, it's gonna be a toss-up. I didn't know about Hollywood Brown until Tony Barber told me about Hollywood Brown. That boy, a beast. That boy's a beast. Where he come from, Tony? Where he come from, Tony?
Oh, you boomer son.
TB, let's go. Let's go, man. What's your thoughts on this conference, man?
Well, first of all, it don't matter if his name Joe, Jimmy, John L, JoJo, whatever, Burrow. They finished in last. I think he's highly overrated. Moving on.
Wow.
Pittsburgh, they're done. Big Ben is done. Juju is good, but I'm kind of leaning with Antonio Brown that he ain't nothing without me being on the other side. That's just my opinion. Baltimore is the real deal. But I'm telling you, better watch Cleveland. Cleveland got a whip. They got a whip. They can come on there. And I'll be honest, Baker got to get his stuff together. If Baker play like Baker can play, Cleveland, from roster-wise, is the best team in the division.
So what we gonna do is
I've cheered on all my OU boys.
Exactly. That's exactly what you did. So what you did was you put Mark Andrews and Hollywood Brown from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And Cleveland, which is Baker Mayfield, who took the flag in Ohio State
Yeah, in the
3
middle
years
of the
ago.
Yeah.
And you know what? I gotta agree with you.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, I gotta agree with him. I gotta agree with him. But I'm gonna fool you though. I'm with you. I'm gonna go Ravens 1, Cleveland 2, Pittsburgh 3, Cincinnati 4.
You breaking up on my end,
agree
bro.
with you on that.
Hey,
Breaking up
slide,
real bad.
slide your Comcast. There it is. The cricket phone is dead.
So I guess I'll go. Baltimore should run away with it. I mean, hands down, they should definitely run away with it. Cleveland is the team. They look good on paper. You kind of want them to do well just because you feel bad for that city, man. But I just see them falling on their face again. And I think Mike Tomlin's too good of a coach. With Big Ben back, Pittsburgh be right back in the first. So I'm going to go Baltimore 1. I think Baltimore runs away with the division. Pittsburgh 2. Cleveland may be like 500 this year. I don't think they're going to do better than that. And we could have put the Bengals in our so what segment. Anything Cincinnati Bengals should have been in the so what segment.
Before we go to the next person, remember this, Damani. Everybody do good one year, especially quarterbacks.
Lamar
These
Jackson.
coordinators are so good. They figure them out.
Oh, yeah,
So
definitely.
he won't have the year he had.
No, he won't, but that Baltimore defense is strong too, though.
Yeah.
They got a hell of a defense. And John Harbaugh is a hell of a coach, too.
Better than his brother.
Normally, I'll agree with how they game and they get an understanding on a quarterback, man. Mm-hmm. But Lamar just such a freak of nature, and he keep changing and changing and changing.
Those are facts.
It's hard to game him, man. And then, their running game is so between him, Mark Ingram, and if Hollywood Brown stays healthy, he got speed like Tyreek Hill over in Kansas City.
Lamar Jackson is one hit from being RG3.
Whoa, oh wow!
One hit.
Damn, that was real.
One hit.
Oh God!
One hit away.
Come on, man. He just bounced off a Sea-Doo and he fine.
Well, he almost didn't make that Sea-Doo hit.
He said bounced off the Sea-Doo.
He bounced off a Sea-Doo and got up.
Right.
He flipped over that.
Right.
Well, a dude like Khalil Mack hit him, it's gonna be like, did you see me? Not see dude. Do you see me?
Oh, man.
Man, y'all dudes are nuts, man. So we're gonna go on to the NFC North. Yes, the NFC North. Sorry, Kevin Lauder.
Kevin gonna be pissed you waited till he wasn't here,
man.
Yeah.
Do the North.
Hey,
I'm just going
down. I'm just going down the conferences.
No,
man.
He gonna be pissed.
Hey, not my fault. He had to leave the bubble to go to Magic City. Go get some wings,
man.
He went to go get him some wings.
He needed his wings.
So we had Packers 13-3. Will Aaron Rodgers stay in his feelings because of the Jordan Love draft? Because he already was talking last week that he had to double up on his shots of tequila that night when they drafted him. So then you got the Vikings 10-6. Can Cousins finally stop being a fantasy quarterback and lead them to a Super Bowl? No. And then you got our hometown Bears. They was 8-8. Is it Mitch or Nick? Will this Goldman effect hurt us? And then you got these trash Lions at 3-12. Shout out to Fred.
Detroit Fred, baby, my boy.
Detroit Fred.
Hey, don't forget Will God.
And Will God, that's right. Will God.
Stafford will be back, but that can go in our segment. Who cares? So
his back worse than mine.
Lucky Lefty. Now I don't know about that one. I might have to call BS on that one.
He got a reason being hit by 300-pound lineman. Now, I don't know why your back then.
Whoa.
That's mind your business, TB.
Okay. Now, I could go in on that, but this is a family show, so I ain't gonna say nothing. TB, what you got on the NFC North, man? What's your thoughts?
Well, the people that's watching gonna probably laugh, but I got the Bears winning that division. I got the Bears actually having an outstanding year because that division is actually weak now. It done got old. It done got old. I don't trust Cousins. First of all, we owned the Vikings for the last 2 or 3 years. I'm not going to even speak on the Lions and the Packers. I think they in turmoil. They just having a lot of problems. Plus, the talent is just not there no more.
They ain't got no receivers.
Right?
Yeah, they got one of the best receivers. Watch your mouth.
Adams.
Of course.
I ain't gonna say the best. He
One of the best. He in the top 10.
Okay. I'll take our best receiver over him.
Who is
Allen
that?
Robinson, baby.
Rob.
Rob.
Yeah.
And you high as a kite.
And I'm not as down on Trubisky as everybody else is. You know, I mean, you take the last 2 years. If we had decent kickers, he'll have an outstanding record. He'll have an outstanding record. But it is what it is. But I think this year, the Bears are going to make some noise.
What you got, Pat?
That's interesting. Well, you know, me being a Bears fan, I'm a ride with TB all day long. The Vikings are going to fall off because the Vikings have lost some key receivers. They lost their offensive players.
Yeah, it's Diggs.
Diggs was their number one receiver. So,
but they didn't throw on the ball last year, so it really didn't matter.
Well, they couldn't throw on the ball because people was doubling him. He was always in double coverage. Diggs did get some time last. I mean, he did get some play last year because he's on my fantasy team, and I killed a couple of y'all in fantasy because of Diggs. So to correct you right there.
But he fell out of favor with Cousins, so Cousins started looking him off. Let's keep it real.
Well, that's
he didn't do it on purpose.
That's Cousins' fault.
He just couldn't find him.
He was in coverage. There it is. And the Packers, like Tony said, the Packers only got Adams. Other than that, they don't have no offense. The Lions, so what?
Oh, wow.
Man.
So what?
Slide off.
Hey, man, come on, man. Y'all already know. Shout out to Kirk Cousins' agent. He the best ever. My man. But, hey, look here, man. I'm gonna agree, even though it's hard. Man, this is 2 segments in a row. Matter of fact, I need a hose for my throat. I'm gonna agree with whatever his name is over there. Hey, look, the Bears number 1. I'm gonna go with Minnesota number 2. The Packers number 3, and the Lions are always in the same category every year.
Last.
As so what? So
as Ricky Bobby said, if you ain't first
for that division,
you last. And that's Detroit Lions.
Absolutely facts. So I'm gonna go with the Bears to win in the division. I'm gonna go with my hometown Bears. But the Bears got to figure out a way to stop Adams. He had last game they played, he had almost 200.
Can we all agree on something? Your phone ain't shit.
Right. It's frozen
on the family show. So I take it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the majority, man. I think if the Bears should stay healthy, you know, even going 8-8 last year with probably the worst offense, and
I'm gonna go with the Bears.
All right, damn that. The hell you come from, Ricky Bobby?
Hey, Sly, your phone keep free, so it sound like this.
Right. So now, with even having the worst offense, still be able to go 8-8, even though the last game was a garbage game and they were close in a few games. You look at all the key defensive guys who on injury ended up on our list last year. So if the Bears can stay healthy, and I said it a couple of shows ago, I think Mitch is gonna ball out. He gonna shock the world and he gonna ball out. Nick Foles will not see the field unless Mitch gets hurt. So I'm gonna go Bears. Then I'm gonna take the Vikings number 2 by default, just because the Packers, all the turmoil. I listened to that podcast Aaron Rodgers was on, and he's already talking like life after the Packers. He's already got in his head that he's not gonna finish his career there. So that's never good when the leader of your team is already thinking about being out of there. So yeah, I go Minnesota by default at 2. We'll get the Packers 3 and Detroit. It is what it is. So what segment all over again.
Hey Ben, before you say your spiel, man, I got a question. Okay, let's say Mitch isn't balling out. And what period do you pull him and put Foles in there? What game? How many games do you give Mitch before you see something in him that you don't throw Foles in there?
3 games or less.
I was saying 4.
That's my gauge. 3 games or less.
I'm going 2. I think his leash is real short.
Yeah.
But I think he gonna ball out though. But I think he got a short leash.
I think that defensive line is going to be incredible. All right, that defensive line with the boy they brought over from Dallas.
Quinn.
With the new cornerback, young and athletic, that defense is going to carry the team. So Mitch, all he got to do is not turn the ball over.
I agree.
Yeah, he can do a lot. Game management.
Yeah,
and he'll look like a superstar.
But Nagy doesn't have a game manager offensive system though.
He don't.
You got to make plays in Nagy's system.
Right. And I honestly think Jimmy Graham is going to ball out too. Everybody putting that down. I think Graham is going to have a good year.
In the red zone.
Tony?
In the red zone. I think they use him in the red zone.
He's 35 years old.
Don't matter.
Who Graham?
Yeah.
How old was Tony Gonzalez when he still was balling out?
Right. And what about Witten in Dallas?
Well, first of all, Witten and Gonzalez are totally 2 different beasts, though.
Well, we know Graham got it in him, though.
Well, he did when he was in Green Bay.
Right. No, well, when he was in New Orleans, he really balled. Right. So, and wasn't Nagy his wasn't he the assistant coach or something that in?
And when he was in New Orleans.
Nagy never coached there. He went from the Eagles to Kansas City to the Bears.
Right. Okay, so he had Graham in the East with the Eagles.
So we got 7 minutes before we go to break. So since we talking about NFC North and we talking about Aaron Rodgers, it's been said, he may have 1-2 years before they trying to trade him. They're going to trade him, get rid of him. And the teams that are out there that look good for Rodgers to join are the Saints, Patriots, Raiders, and the Bears. So I want y'all to speak on that real quick before we go to break. Lefty, let's go.
There's no way in the hell Green Bay is trading them to the NFC at all. So let's just take the 2 NFC teams out of the equation. I think honestly, and I'm gonna be rolling with Salah on this. I can see him on the Raiders. I can see him on the Raiders. New England's not gonna give up. They're not gonna break the bank for him. Like I said, they're trying to find a way to get Trevor Lawrence. So I can't see them breaking the bank for him. So I see the Raiders, man. And I'm gonna go on record and say this is his last year in Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers is done after this year in Green Bay. So our last year seen him in the division, baby.
I agree. I think
out to that dude.
I think 2 years. I give him 2 years to Damani. He'll be probably the Raiders. Chucky love him, so he'll probably be out there with us. But you're right. He's not coming to the Bears, and the Bears won't get him anyway. But
2 years is Chucky gonna last 2 years?
No, Chucky got 10 years of Mike Davis money. Yeah, he'll be there. He'll be there for a minute. So I think he'll go to the Raiders. I agree with you, Damani.
TB.
I agree with the panel on he won't be a Bear. I don't want him as a Bear.
Right.
I'm just something about the competition that you don't want him. It's like LeBron coming to the Bulls. I don't want him. I can see him being a Raider. I can see him being a Raider, but I also can see him being a Patriot too. I can see Belichick saying, "Yeah, let's make it work." But I don't see this dude having that much more time left. I mean, he's been hurt a lot lately, and I believe if he take a major hit this year and he can't finish the season, I can see him retire. I really can.
That's strong.
Wow,
that's strong.
I'm agreeing with the panel. I don't see him coming anywhere in the conference.
Pat, you're right over there, man. That's the second time you coughed.
Wow,
I'm smoking, brother. You better believe that.
Wow,
believe that.
COVID.
I was going to call 911 for you.
Oh, that's okay. I ain't been in Magic City, so you ain't worry about me.
Whoa.
I'm just saying. But I agree with everybody else. I don't see him coming anywhere in the division. And again, I think if he goes anywhere, it would be the Raiders. Like he said, John Gruden's gonna be there. He loved Aaron Rodgers, and Derek Carr ain't got too much time on his belt left.
And they got that money to spend.
and they got the money. Derek Carr got this one season. That's it.
Well, TB, I disagree with the retire things. I think he's gonna want to make Green Bay
pay for that
regret the decision. Yeah. He gonna play that out.
He gonna play that Brett Favre thing. Like, you know what? Y'all traded me. Let me show y'all something.
Right.
You know, you ever think about? I thought about this at the draft this year. Cincinnati giving up a number 1 pick for Aaron Rodgers and let Burrow sit back and watch him.
Never.
I would have done that. What you got to lose?
Cincinnati
you got your future quarterback. You got your future quarterback.
Learning from a Hall of Famer.
Aaron Rodgers is that they didn't force him in there. He got time to sit there and watch Brett.
Learn behind Favre.
Right. That was the best thing happened to him.
Yeah.
I agree.
So if I give up a number 1 pick for 2021 for a guy for 2 years for Burrow to watch and learn, man.
But the problem is that teams aren't as patient as they used to be, though. Like, it ain't no more. Too many teams. Right. First round picks ain't sitting for 2-3 years no more.
They plugging them in right away.
Listen, for a city like Cincinnati, who have to deal with Andy Dalton all them years, to have Aaron Rodgers your quarterback for the next 2 years, and Joe Burrow behind him, you set. All you got to do is build that line and get some receivers in the defense.
But they're not going. First of all, Cincinnati don't like spending no money. Second of all, why would you trade number 1 picks, which is going to take to get Aaron Rodgers?
I said 1 number 1 pick.
But it's going to take at least 2. They're going to be greedy.
Nah.
You're not going to do it. Cincinnati need them number 1 picks to build that roster. That'll be a stupid trade.
Listen, who else going to give up a number 2 number? Who going to give up 2 number 1 picks for Aaron Rodgers?
The Raiders. The Raiders will definitely do it. Oh, Gruden would do it.
Gruden
would do it.
They dump Mac.
Gruden would do it. Gruden will pull it. Gruden, because if they should be a little better this year, they'll be a little closer to being relevant again. Yeah, I said it, slide. And getting Aaron Rodgers makes them relevant again. So they'll pull it.
All right, fellas, we about to go to break. When we come back, we're gonna jump into the NBA and opening night.
Yes, sir.
So we're about to take a quick break, and we'll be back. Let's go. All right, we back, man, and we about to jump into NBA news and notes, and we starting off with opening night. Opening night, you had the Jazz and the Pelicans. That night ended at Jazz 106, Pelicans 104. For me, it was a sloppy game. It was obvious that, people were rusty. But I got to go in on your man, Brandon Ingram. He still doesn't understand he is not the player that he think he is. Poor shot after poor shot after poor shot. And at the end of the game, they should have been looking for J.J. Redick. Instead, he took that bum three that clanked off the back iron. What was your thoughts on that game?
Whoa.
Well, they should have went for the tie, number one. The three was a terrible shot, especially if Brandon Ingram is shooting it. And when you 3 games back from a playoff spot with only 8 games to play, every game is important. So, and let's go even deeper. The Zion Williamson minutes restriction. If nothing else, you spread his minutes to where he could play in the fourth quarter. You saw the point difference when he was off the floor to when he was on the floor. He definitely should have been there at the end of that game. I think they blew it. And even though I like their coach, but
Gentry,
Alvin Gentry. That last play, I don't know if you called that play for him to take that 3 or not. That was a terrible play call. That one decision may have cost you the playoffs.
Well, as I watched that last play, I saw J.J. Redick coming off a screen from underneath the basket to come up top, and your boy Brandon Ingram looked him off. But TB, what's your thoughts?
Well, I agree with Damani to the point where, as far as Zion, you got to manage his minutes, right? When I was watching, it reminded me of the Jordan when he got hurt and he wasn't able to finish a game. Ingram is gonna be good, man. Maybe he's not the player that are closing right now, but Ingram's gonna be good. In my opinion, Ingram and Tatum are the future, and Zion and Morant. But I don't know. Shut up. Gentry, he got
Luka. What about Luka?
Right.
Oh yeah.
About Luka Dallas.
Yeah, but you can't sell Luka right now.
What?
You can't. I mean, not like if you look at commercials now, all you see is Zion.
Yeah, that's true. But you ain't seen Ingram on that.
Come on, so I get to me, please. Come on.
No,
Hey.
Come on, Fly.
Well, first of all, statistically, both teams have more turnovers than assists. Let's start there first. Okay. I agree with you, TB. That minute restriction is absolutely horrible on Zion. You don't sit him out the last 7 minutes of the game. He should have played. Now, to back that, he's 300 pounds, TB. There's no way you 20-something years old, you can't find a trainer and can't find a chef. That's absolutely. Your mama stole $400 from Nike on the consulting deal, but that's neither here nor there.
Damn, Sly.
But that's neither here nor there. Okay. Second of all, Brandon Ingram was balling before COVID. He deserved to show what he can do in the new season.
Come on, man. His shot selection been horrible ever since he was with the Lakers.
No,
it wasn't. He balled. You didn't watch him, of course, being because you didn't have your glasses on. But Brandon Ingram balled.
Wow.
Brandon Ingram balled before the COVID. So I don't know what you were seeing. Put your glasses on next time. He balled. Okay. So you need to stop with the hating on Ingram. Okay. And JJ Redick, he's the typical Duke player, just like the rest of them. They just role players. So
Ingram a Duke player.
So hold on.
First of all,
he forgot about that, Damani. He forgot about that.
And you forgot about Kyrie and Tatum.
So
I said JJ Redick is a typical Duke player, he's a role player. Ingram is gonna be different.
What about Tatum? Is he a role player?
Well, Tatum plays for Boston. We talking about that game.
Now you all do understand comments from a player that got cut from the intramural squad. So really can't take
twice.
First of all, shout out to Kevin for having that joke and everybody using it. I'm gonna get you for that. KD,
that's not 34. Kevin's joke.
It was. But hey, look here. Y'all disrespected Ingram. Ingram is good, man. That was a sloppy game. Everybody getting back in shape. But I do agree with TB. He got to come down in some weight. He 300 pounds, man. Zion, you got to come down. But you got to win or lose with your good player, with your best player. Alvin Gentry, that's why you on the bench, okay? That's why you'll be fired by the time the season over with. like like usual.
Campaigning for
Okay.
It's already a
No.
short season.
No, Alvin Gentry need to go because Alvin Gentry is a good offensive mind, but he's not a good coach. He created that offense in Golden State. I got to respect him for that. But as a head coach, he's not good at all.
Pat,
And don't forget, they said that about Charles Barkley. He need to lose weight. He need to lose weight.
But that's who. But if you watch the game, that's who they said. Well, Shannon Sharp said that's who he need to talk to, Charles Barkley, because Charles Barkley was undersized at 6'4.5", but he was thinner. Charles Barkley was like 260. Zion's 300, man. He got to come down.
When it's all said and done, Zion got to stay in shape, man.
He do.
You know,
He eating cheese fries and what is flaming hots. You got to stay in the diet, man.
That's
You a
I mean, I don't understand.
Segue into what I was getting ready to say, man.
Let's go, Pat.
Brandon Ingram, I'm with Slap. Brandon Ingram is a great player. He had poor selection that game, but when it comes to the end of the game,
How about every game?
it's no way that Zion Williams is supposed to be at the bench at the end of the game. That dude played 15 minutes. He touched the ball 17 times. At the end of the fourth quarter, there's no way he shouldn't be in the game at the end of the fourth quarter. He has to get the mindset to get his body physically fit to be able to play every game, all game if he got to. So he got to get that mindset to drop some of his weight, to get more muscle, to be able to want to be that dude. If he don't get that mindset, he gonna be, as Sly said, a role player. Hey man, these dogs that came down here. I feel like the people on NBC right now. Get out of here.
Hey, Lefty,
Both of them came down here,
say, man.
messing up everything, man.
He's being attacked.
Both of them.
When animals attack. I felt like it was an episode on Discovery Channel. What the hell just happened?
And I bet that was Lil Mama.
Both of them slide. Look, my man, Sticks over here sniffing on my stick. Get away from here.
So, but at the end of the day, they playing for a playoff spot, and the NBA wants them in the playoffs. They want Zion in the playoffs. They want Zion. They definitely want to see him in the playoffs, and that'll be a great first round matchup. Lakers Pelicans, that storyline. But you all agree he should have went for the 2 and tied the game over going for that 3.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That
Or
was a
like
horrible
being
shot
said,
selection.
he should have gave the ball to JJ Redick, man.
I
I understand he's a role player. Slide. I understand he's a role player. But JJ Redick, when he's open, he's almost 90% sure he's gonna hit that shot, bro. Wide open.
3
Yes, sir.
Then Brandon Ingram. Let's go on to game 2. Game 2 was the Clippers versus the Lakers. Clippers 101, Lakers 103. We had some he said, hold on.
They got turkey legs.
They got turkey legs at Disney and Zion eating them all.
Dang.
Those are facts.
Dang, Big Joe.
That is a big boy, though. That is a big boy.
But I'll tell you this, man. The Lakers game was a lot of turnovers. It was some poor basketball. But in that game, you saw more defense than you had seen in a long time.
Yes, sir.
From both sides of the fence. Defense ran that game. Now, it was a game of runs up and down, and the better defensive team won that game. But I will say one thing that I noticed in that Clippers-Lakers game.
Okay.
Without AD, the Lakers have no post presence.
They in trouble.
Here we go.
No post
Here we
presence.
go.
AD is the man on that team.
Are you high?
And that's when they
AD team.
That's when they lost momentum when AD went to the bench, and that's how the Clippers got back in the game because they had no post presence.
Man, y'all need to stop, man.
Go ahead.
Know what?
What you got?
You know what? You need to stop.
Come on, LBJ Jr.
LeBron James not only hit the game-winning shot, but as Tuberculosis said, as PG said, y'all want to sit around, man, and disrespect LeBron, man, to no extent, bro. LeBron James defended Kawhi. He defended Kawhi. Kawhi didn't know what to do. He passed the ball out. LeBron James is the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, AD went to work, but AD should go to work on Joakim Noah. I mean, come on, are you crazy? He should.
Hey, Tuberculosis, what you got? Let's go, TB. I know you go,
motherfucker. First of all, y'all already know what I'm gonna say to him, so y'all, I skip past that. AD is the man. LeBron did play good defense at the end. That was a nice switch. That was a nice glance at the clock to see how much time. I give him all that. But the Lakers ain't going nowhere without AD.
So I do got
every category except one. All right. AD is the man. Them little bums like Green and all them other little dudes they got shooting three, they get off because of AD.
What about Deion Waiters? He got hurt before the game and went off.
What about Deion Waiters? He's still a bum.
What?
He a bum. I listen. I'll trade 3 Granville Waiters for him.
Damn.
what? 3 Granville Waiters?
He's terrible. Why you think he ain't been on no team? He's terrible.
He got to let go because he was acting a fool in Miami. Miami just paid him, though. Miami just paid him.
Y'all know I'm the biggest LeBron hater, but I'll give the man credit. He balling, but AD is the man on that team.
And that would be Keith Millhouse.
Let's go, Lefty.
Well, I just say I think they need both of them, LeBron and AD, to win it. I don't think neither can win without each other at this point. Not with the rest of that roster.
Not with that team.
Right. So they definitely need each other. It was still a big fall off when LeBron was off the floor. You know, even as a facilitator. I mean, just his presence out there is it requires a lot of attention. AD did most of his damage from the free throw line as well. You know, he got fouled a lot. But as far as post presence, I mean,
16 to 17 from the line.
16 free throw.
The Clippers don't have no post presence either. So I mean, that's their style of ball. But the game was very sloppy, and that's to be expected. You know, so I do agree with what Sly said earlier. I don't know if we want to air yet, but if they'd have had their full bench,
I was getting ready to ask that question. Did the Clippers miss Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell?
Lou is instant buckets. Lou Williams buckets.
They missed
Montrezl
way more than they did Lou.
Yeah,
I can believe it.
All thing I got to do is say I want to send a shout out to Maya.
I'm so glad your phone breaking up.
That's why
your phone breaking up. So we gonna move on.
You say was a lie.
Right. Your next tail messing up.
I want
to
shout out to
right.
As I said, LeBron James is the best player in the game. Period and point.
Yeah, go ahead, move on, Ben.
So we got 15 minutes left on the show. So I'm going to skip a couple of things, man. I'm going to go right to this one question for the panel so we can actually go in. NBA's current best player in the league. Is this even a question? Is this even a question? Is LBJ the best player in the league right now?
What?
One, you got to give the man his leadership and his overall skill level. His durability, 17 years and counting. When he goes to a team, they are immediate contenders. Name another player that's better and why. Let's go, Pat.
I think what you're looking at is, man, you keep saying the key word. You're talking about longevity. If you're talking about longevity, then yes, he's the best player in the league because he's been in the league 17 years, and he's everywhere he's went, he's made other teams better, and they've been contenders because his name LeBron James. But if we're not looking at longevity right now, Giannis is the best player in this league right now.
Are you hot?
No, sir. When LeBron first came in the league, LeBron could not be stopped. LeBron
Hold
was
on,
the best player
Sly.
in the league.
Let him get his points out.
LeBron was the best player in the league. LeBron took his team everywhere. He did it by himself, basically, because he had nobody else around him. Giannis cannot be stopped. Giannis is making everybody around him better. When you get through talking, they got to see Milwaukee, buddy. If they want to get that chip, they're going to have to come through Milwaukee. I guarantee you that.
Lefty, what you got, man?
As of August 1st, 2020, and y'all know me and LeBron, I rock with LeBron all day. But I got to agree with Pat, man. It's the Greek freak. It's the Greek freak, man. I mean, on both ends of the floor, I mean, that dude is something else. And if he ever get a consistent 15 to 17 foot jump shot,
it's done.
That boy is going to be unstoppable. unstoppable. And I like the way Milwaukee coach kind of using them now. I kind of peeped last night how, he was rolling them, getting the ball real deep instead of having them come from the top, trying to dribble from the top all the way through. So they couldn't close in on them like Toronto did last year and couldn't clog that lane on them. So, as of right now, I got to go with Giannis, man.
I will say I agree with you on that. He played the corner of the elbows.
Yeah.
More like they do it like Golden State did with KD. The corner of the elbows, he's hard to stop. He's closer to the basket, and he's hard to guard at that point. TB, what you got, man?
I first want to say I'm not going to take nothing from LeBron. He's good, but he's not even the best player on his team at the league.
Woo!
All right.
Woo!
That is Anthony Davis. The best player in the league right now, and as Damani say, August 1st, 2020, is the Greek Freak.
Yeah.
He was the best player last year. He's the best player this year, and he is the 2020 MVP.
Wow.
And like I said, if they get lucky enough to kick up, I don't see. Everybody keep talking about the Clippers, but that Denver team is good. That Denver team, and if the Lakers happen to get past them and the Clippers, Milwaukee will be waiting. And Milwaukee is the one team that's bigger than the Lakers. Most teams not, but the Milwaukee Bucks are bigger.
we got a few comments. Smokefella Tim said LeBron is still the best player in the league, and he said me and his cousin are both taking TB gout pills.
Whoa!
Right.
Whoa!
Cuz, really?
Hey, and tell Timothy all beef patty special sauce, Big Mac eating with the quarter pound of meat, Smith, who walked sideways through a door, that we don't pay no attention to what he's talking about.
Hey, Tim, Tony, that's still my cousin.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Watch it, that's my cousin.
Unfortunately.
Okay, Sly. I know you've been waiting. I hope your internet signal is up because you look like you froze right now.
You do.
He looked like he had a storage garage.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
We hear you now, man.
Can y'all hear me?
No, you freezing again.
You going in now, man.
Okay. Giannis wasn't even better than LeBron when LeBron was his age. So first of all, y'all high. LeBron came in the league giving you 20, 10, and 5. Right now at 35 years old, he's still giving you a dub 8 and 10.
That don't make him the best player in the league.
LeBron James is the best player in basketball. Nobody has took that mantle from him, period. First of all, the Greek Freak lost in the first round. So last year, don't even talk about
round.
No, he didn't.
He lost in the second round. The year before that, he lost in the first round. The Greek Freak ain't even in LeBron's category.
No, he ascending though, Sly. You got to give him some props now.
First of all, y'all live for the now. TB, I know you can't help it. Pat, you can't see the money your back let you from being able to sit up straight.
Wow.
You need your glasses on to watch.
Now it's time for your phone
Got
to
to
go
do
out.
with being the best player.
What I'm trying to tell y'all is this. First of all, you got to go with LeBron. And I guess since y'all ain't seen Kevin Durant, y'all has completely forgot about him. Y'all has completely forgot.
2020,
He
bro.
said
Right now, today, LeBron James is the best player in basketball because just like the meme said, y'all said when he went out the East when East was easy. Yeah, Giannis can have it now. LeBron taking over the West.
Your boy Gandy said, quit playing. Greek Fleet, quit playing, Sly.
Well, first of all, Gandy is not my friend. That's Damani. Second of all, y'all need to quit, man.
That is my boy.
He ain't my friend.
Y'all need to quit, man. Y'all need to quit, man.
Oh, skip.
Do you see Giannis' numbers, Sly? His numbers.
Do y'all see LeBron numbers at 35?
You like Pat said, you going on longevity. I give you that. What he doing?
I'm talking about right now. This year.
I roll with LeBron, but look at man, Greek Freak numbers. Somebody Google his numbers. Dude.
Man, LeBron James at 6'8", giving you 28 and 10, and you think them numbers is trash?
Hey, who said it was trash? I didn't say it was trash.
You know what y'all problem is? Because y'all so used to him doing it, it's expected now. It's expected now.
And you not used to LBJ doing. You biased, Sly. You a LeBron fan, bro. So no matter what we say, it's gonna be LeBron. Think about
Those
it.
are facts.
I'm a LeBron fan. I'm a LeBron fan as well. But if 35, LeBron can't dominate a game
Like
from
he
beginning
used
to
to.
Like
from
he
beginning
used
to
to.
end, like he used
Exactly.
to. Giannis
Exactly.
dominated that game last night from beginning to end, man. He just
Right.
They trying to
Man,
LeBron
make the
let him
boy.
have the East.
But
He
Lefty.
playing nobody.
Lefty, you got to understand that it's 5 of us on this panel, and only 4 of us actually ever played the sport of basketball.
Those are facts.
So,
Those are
Well, I
facts.
don't know.
come on.
I guess Tony
Those
ain't
are
never
facts.
played. But
Those are
look,
facts.
hey man, I guess Tony ain't never played. But y'all need to stop, man. Yeah, you know it ain't my fault Tony ain't played.
LeBron is not dominating games beginning to end like
No.
Giannis.
No.
No.
Not like that.
When the
In
chip
his
goes
prime-
up,
in his
Giannis
prime,
is
he
Right, in his
the
prime,
Greek.
he
The
was.
Greek is playing 94 feet, 48 minutes,
In
giving
the end.
giving you everything, offense,
In the
defense,
end.
and everything.
LeBron has played more minutes than the best basketball player Tony has said is ever played right now, and that's Kareem. Stop being disrespectful, man.
But
Stop.
Hell, we
again,
got a-
you go
we
off
got a question.
longevity, bro.
We got a question from Tim. Name your Mount Rushmore, the best 4 players in the league right now.
Oh, I can do that easily.
Go ahead,
Without
Sly.
question.
Go ahead, Sly.
I'm gonna take
You go first.
LeBron. I'm gonna take KD. If y'all talking about now, he ain't played this year, so you gonna give me that boy. You gonna give me that boy in Houston. You gonna give me Steph, and you gonna give me Giannis. I'll take them just like that.
What boy
LeBron,
you
LeBron, Harden, Steph, and Giannis. And if
I
KD
go.
come back,
I go. AD. Giannis. Tatum.
what?
Yes. Tatum. And
You just
Shit,
don't
you
want to
can
say LeBron. You need to
I'm not
stop
gonna say
that.
LeBron. I'm not. Oh, and Kevin Durant. I'm not gonna say LeBron.
He not playing.
Well,
Steph didn't
he's
play
still
either,
in the
though.
league. He said
Steph did play a little bit.
Oh, he
Steph
played
did
a little
play.
bit,
He
yeah.
played a little
That's
bit.
why I said Steph. He don't even want to pick LeBron. You high.
No, I won't pick. Not no 35-year-old over these young boys. Are you high?
Lefty, what you got?
I'm gonna go my 4, Giannis. No particular order, even though I said Giannis is the best player right now. But for the 4, I'm gonna go Giannis, AD, LeBron, and I'm gonna go Harden, man. A lot of people disrespect Harden.
Yeah, I
Did you
know
see
Harden.
that boy? Did you
I
see
saw
that
him
boy
last
work
night.
last night?
Man,
Yeah,
he
but
playing
that
work
wouldn't
last
happen
night.
if
My
he
boy had
was
48 last night.
I mean, I had to agree with a lot of NBA analysts were saying, man, he may be the most unstoppable guard. Like he gonna go down as one of the greatest scorers ever.
Oh,
man.
he definitely will be.
And when I
Harden
say he
ain't
was
no
giving people buckets, and I mean
Man.
they was trying to guard the hell out of him, and he was dropping them.
You
Even
know
with
what,
his
man?
face.
You know what,
my
man?
4,
PG.
man. My 4. I'm gonna give it to LeBron. I like LeBron as a player. I'm not a fan of his, but LeBron, Giannis, AD, and I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna go with everybody else. I'm gonna go with Harden, man. I don't care what happens. You can't stop that boy.
I'm gonna
Well,
order all y'all the number 6 jersey.
I'm gonna go with Harden.
No, thank you.
I'm gonna go with AD. I'm gonna go with Tatum because I love
Tatum?
him, man.
I love him
Tatum
me
is
some
bad,
Tatum.
man.
I
He a
love him
bad
too.
boy.
I
Not
love
yet.
I
Tatum.
gotta
yet.
go with the Greek.
All right.
You
saying.
still ain't got LeBron in there? Man,
No.
you gotta be crazy.
No, and here go a question that nobody said. Nobody said Kawhi.
That's true.
No.
But he
I
ain't
didn't
in
say,
top. He
I
my
didn't, I
top
didn't say
10.
Kawhi.
Hey, do you understand that they got them gifts going out off where LeBron
Yeah.
was guarding them and he was trying to
Guarding,
pass
yeah.
the man?
He's
Dude,
like,
that
why you
was
keep passing me the
hilarious.
ball, dude?
Stop passing me the ball.
No,
Yeah,
Kawhi's still one of the best two-way players in the league, though.
Yeah,
Kawhi's
he is.
definitely one of the best
He is.
two-way players in the league. But the way Harden can score, man. I even before last night,
You
I mean,
see,
the
I
boy
say
is
Harden.
just that
You
boy
see, I say
is
Harden number 2.
sick. Yeah,
To
I
me,
never
to me,
seen
it's
Harden.
LeBron and Harden.
But you know
Harden,
what?
Harden.
My issue with the laughing boy down in the Clippers. My thing with him is, man, he take plays off. He not playing 48 minutes. He's taking plays off, man. As I watched him against the Lakers the other night, he took a lot of plays off, man, and then he'll come back and score, then he'll disappear for a minute. He's not 48 minutes strong, man, and I got a problem with that.
He's not assertive as certain other players like LeBron, like Giannis. He's not a center.
LeBron is taking plays off.
But when Kawhi's on, though, when Kawhi's on
his own, LeBron is taking plays off.
He on.
He's 30.
Harden don't take plays off. The Greek don't take plays off.
Harden don't take plays off because Harden don't play no defense.
But I think Tatum will be up there one day. But right now, he's not consistent. You're not consistent enough to me.
He's
not consistent enough. He's not consistent enough.
I agree, Tone. Last night he let me down, bro. I didn't expect from him. He had a bad game last night.
Yeah. So he has his stretches where he could be the best player in the league, but then it's like I say, he'll come back and go a few stretches where he ain't doing nothing.
Okay. Embiid, same way. Embiid got the potential and the talent.
He stayed hurt, bro. He stayed hurt. Embiid hurt too much.
Yeah, right. But
Embiid all around talent-wise, he's the best player in the league. Like talent, skill, as far as basketball skill set, but he lazy. His work ethic sucks. Right. And he can't stay healthy.
And don't forget that boy in Memphis on his way up.
Morant.
Oh, yeah,
Morant. That boy's nice.
He's nice, bro.
But we ain't talking. Ain't nobody talking about Luka.
You know what?
Luka,
not yet.
29
went off last. Nobody's talking about Luka because he's in Dallas, and Dallas. Dallas is that team you got to watch out for because what they did last night, man.
Dallas got a good team.
They played hard last night, man.
But they blew that game.
The analyst said it.
They did blow that game.
I forgot what analyst said it. He said Luka is a combination of Bird and Magic.
Yes, he is.
Ooh.
Yes,
I forgot which analyst said it. He just said it on ESPN this morning. He said that boy is a combination of Bird and Magic. That's strong.
That's tough.
But
fellas.
Let me tell you real quick on Luka. He should have took that game over if he as good as y'all said last night. He should have taken over.
He fouled out.
But wait a minute, and why they don't go to Porzingis every time down? At least start with him. I don't know. Ain't nobody big enough to stop him.
Houston was playing small ball all day.
All right, fellas, we under 1 minute left, man. Your parting shots, man. We'll start off with you, Lefty. What you got to say, man, real quick?
Man, I'm praying we get an NFL season, but I doubt it. Stick with all my predictions. Major League Baseball got about another 2 weeks left. And the other parting shots, man, remember we still going through this little COVID thing. Get out there and vote. We got this important election coming up. That's it. Peace out.
Pat, what you got real quick?
I'm pretty much to repeat what he said, man. I hope we got some NFL. I pray we got some NFL. Like he said, everybody be safe. Get out there and vote.
Hey, all thing I got to say, my boy coming back, man, in 2 days. He finally out of Magic City. I can't wait to see him.
TB.
All I got to say is thanks for everybody that tuned in. Shout out to my SmokeFella brothers.
All right, man. This has been a wonderful episode, man. Please check out SportsZone Chicago and watch Humidor Sports. Download the app. You can check out Maya and Sean. You can talk JP and Lance. Big ups to my panel today, man. Y'all was hilarious as usual. Love you guys. All the fans out there, keep watching us.
Salute.
And we'll be back next week talking about NBA, NFL, and we might talk about Major League Baseball if they still going. So we out, man. We out. Peace out, man.